Hello, magnificent, marvelous, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show where I'll be your host, the gangsta magician. That was the closest I ever came to dropping it on, and that I left it on whatever. Usually, I'm pretty good with it. So there you go. I had to use this one now because I don't know. I just do. I don't know. Okay, so let's introduce my co-host here, Archangel Michael. We all know we're completely protected here because, brother, when you are with Archangel Michael, you are completely in control, okay? You are completely protected by the baddest man on the planet, okay? And that's a fact. Excuse me. Excuse my French. Okay, so let's just start aligning our chakras because that's what we like to do around here. Okay, we're starting to feel it all coming out now. All those nasty pains, all those little things. But here's the thing, these people, they helped us to appreciate all the little things now, okay? The things that they couldn't appreciate, now we have the ability to appreciate because we were able to go through not having simple luxuries, you know what I mean? Like that these people took for granted. So, there you go. And I feel just like everything is being released here. I feel like we're in a really good place right now. I do. So why don't we elaborate? Why don't we look into this? See what's in your energy, see what we're working with, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound? Yeah, I just got this stuff. It's called colloidal silver. It's supposedly, it does everything. I got this Ethiopian black seed oil. I'm like, completely all about it. So let's see, what do we got here? What are we working with? What is in your energy here, God? Please and thank you for our magical gangsters. The ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. You know the ones, our favorite, the best of the best. Please and thank you. Alright, so right off the bat, you got your main man, your King of Cups here, your counterpart. They're here. They're making something. They're trying to make something happen. They might be recovering right now. They might be on the injured reserve right now. I don't know. But I know this person's gathering their thoughts. It's allowing them to be in hermit energy, so then they get to see things a little bit better. Alright, and support yourself before you can support others. Yes, King of Cups, we know. Okay, so what's going on? We have this King of Cups here. Okay, but also we have this moon now. So somebody was creating illusions here. Some moon magic was going on. You had some characters dancing around, chanting your name, having a good old time, having moon magic parties. This is not even a joke. Okay, these people are like sick in the fucking head, but they thought you were so stupid that you didn't know this stuff. But the fact is, even if you did know about this stuff, you still wouldn't do it. Because you do know about it, and you don't do it. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it like you make this King of Cups sick or something. The fact is, the reason why they're sick is because whoever they had them around them is obviously poisoning this person, making them sick, trying to blame it on everybody else. And this is going to be seen as a pattern here. Okay, and these people are going to be dealt with for doing this. Okay, and the gangsta magician knows that they are going to be heartbroken. Okay, they are completely heartbroken. Okay, because when they come up against you, the end result will always be the same, and that's you destroying them and sending their bitch ass all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Now they're heartbroken over that, though. But we tell them, we say, listen, brother, a harsh truth is better than a soft lie. See, this King of Cups, they like the soft lie over the harsh truth. They didn't want to know the truth. Okay, but you made them see that truth. You said, let me tell you something, King of Cups. You're going to see things, okay? You're going to see through these illusions. All right, now somebody's heartbroken that somebody's seeing through these illusions, though. All right, now look, they're in the Tower of Terror, okay? The Tower of Terror is here. They're heartbroken. These illusions being shattered are now causing these people to be going through the Tower of Terror. They're heartbroken over this. This King of Cups is there watching, okay? Now, with this Hangman being forced to look at things from another perspective. So you forced, whoa, that flew out of my hand. You forced this King of Cups to see things from a different perspective. You're forcing other people are enlightened to what's going on now, okay? And then now this Nine of Cups is here, and you're being seen as a Nine of Cups. This King of Cups told me. They said you're being seen that way. They said they want the Ten of Cups with you. They know what you're all about. They know what you bring to the table. They know, okay? And this is causing towers everywhere, okay? Because not only are you Nine of Cups, but you're this Nine of Pentacles. You're the ideal spouse. You know, I mean, you don't need anybody. You are a Queen of Pentacles. We all know this. Enjoy the results of all your hard work because everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. The Tower, always expect the unexpected, which you were learned to do. You learned to do that, okay? And be careful of seeing things that are not there, especially these illusions that were created to make you think certain ways that is not supposed to be thought that way. Okay, so whatever. You know, this King of Cups is here, though, with this Nine of Cups. That's you being this Nine of Pentacles. So they see you as a Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles person. I do too, because you're the best. You know what I mean? That is you to a T. You're a Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Magical gangster. Don't need nobody. Yeah, gangster magician is starting to figure it all out now. It's all coming to him. The past lives are coming back now. Now he's starting to know who he was. He knows now. So, whatever. But there's no need to, you know, get into who is what. You know, you just show people. You don't say too much. Because then you know. Because when you start saying stuff, it means you got something to prove. And when you got something to prove, that means you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Because there's nothing to prove. All you have to do is prove to yourself that you're being a better version than you were yesterday. The only competition that you need is to compete with the person today, okay? That's all I want to do is be better than what I was yesterday. I certainly don't want to be worse, okay? But, hey, there's always, people go backwards sometimes. There's always take a couple steps. I don't, you know, lose sleep over that. But you got to be on top of yourself. You can't look at this like a fucking joke anymore, like thinking this is like a fucking, you know, game. I mean, that's really what people think this is a game or something. They think that I'm fucking crazy. They think that I just come up with this bullshit on top of my head. I'm imagining and all this stuff. But that's the way they try to present me. So it's like, but I don't give a fuck because eventually people will see. Because I have enough people who see things the way we see things. So how can you know what I mean? And that's when people start getting the courage to get, and that's when the consciousness changes. So that's what the point of this whole thing is. This is what I do this for. I don't do this for, I mean, whatever. I make fucking, what, $2 a video. So it doesn't make a difference, that, like, however that is. I do it because I love to do it. Because I do what I love, and I love what I do. And I love being here with you. All right, so let's get going. What else did I shuffle? I don't remember. Let's get going then. Why don't we elaborate further? Get a little bit more into depth. See what we're working with. I mean, you clearly are being seen as a wish card. Maybe you are getting your wish come true. One or the other. And this King of Cups is there. We always knew they'd be there, though. They loved you, though. They really fucked with this King of Cups head, though. This King of Cups really, like, didn't want to do this. They didn't want to do this. This was not fun for them. Remember that. And keep that in mind, okay? Because they're going to have a hard time explaining themselves, but I think you'll be fine. All right, so let's see. What do we got going on here? What's in here? Let's move a little first. Let's move along here. God, please and thank you. See what we're working with. Okay, what do we got here? Please and thank you. All right, so now we know you're dealing with a magician in reverse, a one-trick pony. That's somebody that we've seen earlier is in the Tower of Terror. They're heartbroken. They're being seen. I mean, this is what it is. This is a very insecure person. They're showing how inept they really are, okay? This is somebody who is creating illusions. That's all it came down to, and now they're heartbroken that they're being shattered, and they're in the Tower of Terror, because you're being seen now as a Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. You know, everybody said you were nothing like that. Everybody said that you were a fucking, you know, a reject. That's what they called you. They said you were a fucking reject. They wanted to send you to the land of the misfit toys, I heard. Okay, you were going to be a fucking Charlie in the box. Nobody wants a Charlie in the box, but guess what? You made it fucking the biggest toy of the year. Yes, you did. Okay, why did you do that? Because you're this Queen of Swords. You have boundaries. You showed these people who the fuck you were. They thought you were some misfit, okay? But you said, that's fine. We don't mind being weird. We don't mind being, you know, alone. We don't mind that. They thought that this was going to, like, affect you or something. This affects them. It doesn't affect you. I mean, yeah, do you enjoy being with somebody? Yes, but you're not going to jeopardize yourself, and you're not going to, you know, you're not going to compromise your self-respect for anybody. We don't give a fuck. We're not like this magician in reverse. We're not a one-trick pony. We do things that other people don't know how we do it. People know how they do this person now, and people now know what this person does. And you being this Queen of Swords shows that. So we got this magician in reverse here. Good. Now we know a fake ass magical gangster wannabe. This is what this is. This is a wannabe. You know, somebody who presents themselves as like, you know, a mystic of sorts, but realistically they're just, you know, they do things in lower vibrational ways, but make it like they're like you. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're like the master of showing, like presenting the other person as you. It's like they do like a mirror spells and stuff where they make it like they're you and you're them. So, but now they're being seen through. So, okay, what do we got here? All right, so yes, we all knew this, that you're just Nine of Pentacles. So you're getting this Ace of Pentacles. I mean, of course you are. I mean, it's a wish come true. The time is right to take action on your ideas. There's a lot of prosperity coming on now. There's opportunities coming here. Your manifestations are happening. I mean, I feel it. You know it. Come on. It doesn't matter. They can't block us any longer, okay? How long do you think they're going to block whatever it is? They try to block it with me. They try to make me not be seen. They only put me a fucking certain amount of people that could see. I mean, they think I don't know this shit. I don't care, because eventually it's going to break through. That's what it comes down to. You can sit there and complain about it. I could complain about being shadow banned, whatever this is, bullshit, okay? But it doesn't make a difference, because I don't care. I don't care, because I have the right people around me. You that's watching is all that I need. I mean, you are the cream of the crop, that's for sure, okay? And that's why, too, I wanted you had a plan here. You were progressing. You knew what you wanted to do, okay? You never lost sight of what you were doing here, okay? You might have been knocked down a lot, but you always got back up, and you always had sight of what you were seeing, what you were doing. At times it felt so tough. I know. There's been times you didn't want to continue, but you did. And that was these people projecting this onto you. Projecting, doing suicide spells on you, depression spells, anxiety spells. These are sick fucks. Now they're dealing with this, though. It's all going back to them, because you're not feeling that way. So, you know, now look at them. They're in this Five of Cups. They're all anxious now, okay? They feel your grief, we tell them. But no, the things will get better. That's what happened for you. Things got better, you know? They might have gotten worse before they got better, but oh well, you still got better. Now why look back at what went worse? Why even look back at that and say, oh, all right, let's, you know, focus on that now? No, it's done. You already used that to your advantage now. Now you use it to your advantage. Now you show how strong you are. This is where it really, because they thought this was going to break you. No. It only made you stronger. Why? Because you're the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. You are this King of Cups happiness. You stayed positive through this whole thing. You could have went bitter. You didn't know what was happening. You were put in a situation where it was like you were pushed in a pool, okay, by your counterpart. You didn't know how to swim. You fell, you hit your head. Somehow or another, you came to, started to swim, found out you're a really good swimmer, and then you became a professional swimmer. Ain't that something? And that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what happened here. And now you're going to go tell you, now your counterpart's like, I just pushed you in the pool, but now they're going to try to take credit for it. Well, if I didn't do that, then you wouldn't be. So that's what they're going to try to do. But maybe they're right. I don't know. That's a tough one, right? Because that would have never, you wouldn't be the way you are if it wasn't for that. You wouldn't be in this, you know, mystic mode that you are in, this magical gangstar mode. So we'll take a look. We're a Queen of Swords. Remember, we're willing to listen. That's what you tell them. We're willing to listen. Doesn't mean we're gonna fucking, you know, accept, but we're willing to listen. Unless we don't like you. If we don't want you around, then we don't want to hear it. Just go. Just please. We don't want to hear it. Just please go away. All right? Because here's the thing. We have this Four of Wands, okay? Only because you have this Ace of Pentacles here, this is what's causing this, you know, people to be in regret now. They're very pessimistic because they knew that they made it very clear their thoughts on you, okay? That you're nothing. And this is what you're getting now, okay? And they're sitting here with a Magician in reverse, all in regret, being pessimistic, okay? Because nothing came through. They thought that they had the cheat codes here. But no, they didn't. All they did, all this they thought that they were doing to hurt you, only helped you. You're going to say, wow, ain't that something? That's what you're going to say. Ain't that something? Ain't that ironic? Don't you think? Just a little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think, okay? So it's just whatever you can say. These people now are in complete regret, okay? Why? Because you have this Hierophant here now. You're being socially approved. People are seeing you in a different light, okay? You have institutional support here. You know, people say you're the real deal. They're saying that this is, whatever these people said about you, This was all bullshit, and whoever did this was a big setup. What was this all about? Now people are going to have to start talking. What was this all for? Why'd you do it? They can't get around it because you have spiritual authority over them. It doesn't matter. They can't run from this. You're bigger than they are. Your fucking spirits fucking haunting them. They're haunted right now. These people are haunted. And we know, okay, and we're just laughing over here. We're just sitting here doing whatever we have to do, okay? It might be boring, but who cares? We're fine with this. We've been through worse, haven't we? And that's what really makes us strong, because these people haven't been through anything. They projected all their karma onto you. They haven't even dealt with anything fucking bad. Now they're going to have something really bad. That's why you got to handle your karma as it comes. A lot of these people, they pile it up, okay? They do all these bad things, and they think that they could just, they could run from it. That's basically what it is, but it just is always going to catch up to them. It's like, somebody killing somebody 20 years ago, and then, they build this whole family, do all this stuff, they're, blah, 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 and then they come right back, oh, we got you. We got your DNA here, so we're gonna take you in. Your whole life's over. So, but that's what we want to do. That's what we're doing here. We're going to rush right into this. We don't have to. We'll take our time. Time's an illusion, okay? Let these people, let them build their lives. Let them do stuff. Wish them well. Because it's all going to get knocked down, so it's going to be even worse for them, okay? So it doesn't make a difference, and you're already going to be fine, so you're not even going to be paying attention to this. So don't ever feel like you're getting gypped, okay? Don't ever feel that way, because the longer this goes, the worse it gets for them, and the better it gets for you. Keep that in mind. That's why there's a Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles here for you. And these people are very much in regret. So what else, what do we need to know? I mean, what's happening with this Magician reverse? Okay, is that, Two of Wands, that you are planning and progressing, and this person didn't plan that far. Okay, believe in your personal power. This person did not believe in your person. They didn't believe in you at all. They believed that you were, because they were taking energy from you, okay, that you did not understand what they were, you didn't even know what this was. You were living in a complete other fucking Matrix type situation until you got here. Now you're with me, now you're like, all right, this means you broke through. So, be ready for the opportunity you've worked for. That's what it says. I mean, this hard work doesn't just happen for nothing. You don't put all this work in and then get nothing out of it. These people thought they were going to take all this from you. It's just not going to happen, because you know why? What happens when people try to take from you? They get Ten of Swords, they get painful endings, okay? And this is what's happening. This is a painful ending for these people. They kept trying to fucking project this karma onto you, and they didn't want you to get what was meant for you. They tried to block your divine union. This twin flame, they tried to ruin you. You've been through the ringer, and you still are doing good. That's what it's like. It's like you came unscathed. Yeah, you've been through a lot, but it's like you're still back. How are you doing it? That's what they want to know. How are you doing this? What are you? Are you an alien? Perhaps. Who knows anymore, right? Because look, you Three of Swords in reverse. You said, I don't know if I'm an alien, but I am recovering from heartbreak, you told them. You said, I've recovered. Okay, there's release here. Nobody gives a fuck what these people said or did. We're not looking back in the past, because all this negative stuff they did, all transmuted into positive for you. So it's like they helped you. That's the way you look at it. Assistant, yes, bring out fruit baskets on the house. How about that? On the house, the whole team. All right, yeah, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, so see, this is why we're making so much money in the fruit basket business, because these guys, these jerk-offs, we just send them fruit baskets, okay, and we get paid, too. We charge it to their accounts and everything, okay, we make them pay. They pay for their own fruit baskets, actually. You didn't know that, did you? We've been, tapping them, taking them, so, this is what this Magician in reverse has been doing their whole life, though. Okay, that's what they're trying to do now. That's what they're trying to do. They're stealing from your counterpart. Okay, this is somebody who thinks they're a big shot. Okay, thinks that they're going to get away with this because they've always gotten away with stuff. But now they're dealing with somebody else that, you got this alligator here that's, not. It's very hungry for revenge. They tell me. Yes, they do. They said, when's it going to happen? I'm hungry. This person will walk the plank soon enough. Don't walk the plank soon enough. Relax, okay? Because here's the thing, Wheel of Fortune, we're not in a rush. We already solved the puzzle. We already know. We're already getting our prize. We already know this. What's the rush? Where's the fire at? Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey. Learn. You don't want to rush, because then you might miss something. And then if you rush and you miss it and you miss that, then you got to go back. So that's why, you took the turtle. That's why you're the turtle. You were in no rush. That fucking hair, they thought they were a big shot, didn't they? Now look at them. And you are seen as a winner here, who recovered from heartbreak and is headed towards his 4 of Wands. Very slowly, though, because slowly is the fastest way to get to where you need to be. And that's why there's an Ace of Pentacles sitting there waiting for you. Okay, so there's really no rush. You just know, he's there. We'll get there when we get there, we tell them. All right, make them wait. Make them wait. Make him, want you. You ain't in no rush, okay? You attract. All right, and why? Because you have this Ace of Swords energy. Because you see things with this mental clarity. You're very sharp-minded. That's all coming from recovering from heartbreak here. You recovering from heartbreak really helped you here. But you know what? It has bound to happen, okay, because you saw what you're worth. You saw your value. You said, listen, if these people don't want me, then other people do, okay? It doesn't really make a difference. I'm not going to focus on what this negative bullshit is. You figured out that these people are demons. You fucking figured out that you're a chosen earth angel. You figured out how to your strengths, okay? You got stronger. You got better. Okay, I mean, so really, it's like, what do you even care? You're not even worried about it. We're just like, we don't give a fuck about these people at all, really. I mean, you never liked them anyway. I mean, really, come on, what are you worried about? You didn't like them. It's not like you just stay dead to deal with them. They were just always there. Right? Ain't that what family is? Just there, you're just like, oh, well, that's how so-and-so is. That's how, they're allowed to be witches and attack you. They're just like, that's how they do. Just deal with it, okay? Just deal with that. That's what they were trying to, indirectly tell me. Just let it be. You don't want to embarrass nobody. You don't want to, it's your fault, actually, they said. They blame you. It's us. It's our fault. We did all this. That's what it is. It has to be us, right? Because that's what they say. If everybody feels this way, then it must be true, right? That's what they're saying. That's what they told your counterpart. If all these people feel this way about them, then it must be true. Now, all these people... It's not true. So it's like, well, how the fuck did all these people, why did all these people lie about you to keep you away from your divine counterpart? Why? Why? Why did they send people to spy on you? Why did they have fucking, listening? But why do they care so much what you do if you're nothing? They don't have an answer. They can't say it's preposterous, okay? Because, well, you're nothing like what they said. So how did all these people get it wrong about you? That's the question they asked when Tom Brady went to the 6th round. How the fuck did all you people miss that? Not just once, 6 times, okay? 5 times, miss that, okay? And then, and then act like you got your opinion should be respected. Who the fuck are you? Is what we tell you. Who are you? Nothing is exactly. You're right, because we are who it is. We're the fool here. We're the one who's pure and innocent. We're the one who's have new beginnings. We're the one who runs on universal energy. Us, not them. They thought that they were big shots because they fucking were in a group all fucking day. So there's no way that one person could come beat all these people. Okay, and they knew you were a chosen earth angel. They knew what they were doing. They were doing everything. This was all fucking designed to fucking keep you down. I mean, nobody's going to say nothing. You're not going to come in here. You're not going to bullshit us. You're not going to tell us anything. Okay? And that's what we're going to tell you right now. We're going to give you 3 opportunities. We know you're going to lie the first time. Okay? Then we're going to give you 2 more. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, we know what happens. So remember, when you come to somebody who knows what happened and they present it that way and you want to lie again, you're really only hurting yourself. Nothing good's going to come out of it. Nothing. And plus you're a high priestess. You're too amazing, and you're pure and innocent too. And whoever thought that they were better than you, they're not. And you're not, now they're heartbroken. You, on the other hand, are not. So what else do we need to know before I get to a new deck? I feel like I'm going long here. Okay, is that this thing is actually moving very quickly here, 8 of Wands. So that's what you need to know. This is rapidly moving, okay? That people are really seeing very clearly here. This is really happening. I mean, I feel like you might not believe it, but you got to start believing this is happening. What happened here? There's something happened here. Okay, and now something's coming out. Just that one little thing is going to be what you need. That's going to be that chink in their armor that's going to just crack everything, and they're going to go down. Why? Because you have this Chariot here. Movement's here. We just seen this with this Eight of Swords. I mean, this Eight of Wands. So I'm telling you, things are moving fast. You have movement here. This Four of Wands is here. This was the end goal of this Four of Wands. We got that out early. You have an Ace of Pentacles there with it. Show your King of Cups. So what's going to be the end? What else? We have this Magician reverse. All regret, though. Okay, and now look, you have this Five of Swords in reverse. So somebody, they don't want to fight no more. Okay, they want to compromise. They want to, they want to approach. This is what they're saying. They want to reconcile. I don't know who this is that wants to reconcile, but they better come correct if they are in any position. Okay, and if you don't like them, then you're just going to tell them to beat it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it really doesn't, because they're Eight of Cups. You're abandoning ship here. Okay, these people are getting abandoned. They're seen as a disappointment. Nobody wants to be around them. They're getting left behind. It's Magician in reverse. That's why they're in this Five of Cups. That's why this King of Cups has a desire to reconcile with you. They know that you're what you are to them. They seen it with their own eyes, but these people went through to keep them separated from you. Why would anybody do that? What would anybody do that for? Because they don't give a fuck about this King of Cups. That's the way they try to make it. We're doing this for you. You have to understand. Like, they're making it like you are the worst thing in the world. And it's like, none of it's true. And all that stuff that they said, it's all going back to them. They are exactly what that is. They were trying to say you had diseases. They tried to say that you were this, that you were a fucking, all types of stuff. And you're just like, brother, listen, we got a clean bill of health here. So if you want to, come test us, go ahead, okay, and then we'll test you, and we'll see exactly what happens. You want to put a fucking lie detector test up to us, to you? Please, be our guest. See, they don't want nothing to do with it. They're trying to say, well, we have nothing to prove. That's preposterous with their... But it's like, brother, no, it's over for you. There's nothing nobody cares what you say. You know why? Because you're going right here, Five of Pentacles. You get an open hand smack all the way to the Five of Pentacles. Chase the fuck out of here. Alright, so what else do we need to know? I feel like I want to go to a new deck. I do. What's the end here, actually? Alright, what's the end here, actually? Is you getting not only your Four of Wands, but this Two of Cups here. Yes, indeed. Okay, indeed. Okay, because you recovered from heartbreak. Okay, you got this Ace of Pentacles, there's Two of Cups, there's Four of Wands, this is Eight of Wands happened very quickly because Ace of Swords, there's mental clarity here. Somebody has a desire to reconcile, and now the person who was, behind all of this Magician in reverse, they're in regret because they know that they're being seen through. They're being seen through their betrayal, Seven of Swords. And this Seven of Swords now created your Two of Cups. This betrayal made you be seen in the best light and created this Two of Cups. Ain't that something? Yes, it is. So, why don't we get a little confirmation? That ended well. I mean, tell me it didn't. The cat says, hello, how are you? He says, how's everybody doing? He says, what do you say? What do you know? He says, that's his saying. He says, what do you say? What do you know? I don't know what that means, actually. I don't know. I just shrug. So let's get a little confirmation here, clarification, and see what else we need to know here. I mean, you got this Magician in reverse. We really don't even have anything. We have this Two of Cups, but there's really no sign of you yet. I mean, other than you just like what's happening. So like, all right, well, we know you're done with this Magician in reverse. That's a regret. Okay, so what else do we need to know? All right, so what else do we need to know is that you are that real magician. Okay, you're this gangsta magician, okay? This is who you are. You're a master manifester. I mean, this person, they were trying to be in your energy, but no, you're the real one, okay? And that's what's coming here, being seen, because you're getting this Ten of Cups. You're building this foundation on this Ten of Cups, okay? You're the Nine of Cups. You are this wish come true. You have this Four of Wands and this Two of Cups. I mean, you recovered from heartbreak. Sounds good to me. I mean, if you don't like that, then I don't know what else to tell you. This is looking pretty good for you, because it hasn't been looking like this in a while. I mean, there's barely anything with this. All they have is this Magician in reverse and regret here, okay, and you being seen as the real one, okay. Because look, now Three of Pentacles in reverse. Nobody wants to work with this Magician in reverse, okay. They want to work with you. Now this person's all on the regret because you're being seen as the real. It's just like a classic case of the fake being exposed, like the fake Spider-Man. We're both pointing at each other, okay, but you're the real one, so it doesn't really matter what anybody says. You're the real one. You're the authentic one. Okay, you're the one who brings the fun. Okay, that's why they're Nine of Swords, all anxious. That's why they're acting this way. You never acted like this. You've been through so much shit. Okay, and you never acted like this. So how is this person gonna act like they're the real one when fucking they're acting like a fucking little bitch, and then trying to blame you and act? They can't explain what they're saying. Okay, they're coming off insane. They're literally have to be put in a hospital right now because they know what they did, and they know that you caught them. Now they're all fucking regret. Feel your grief, motherfucker, we tell you. Feel your grief. Okay, because look, you got confirmation with this Ace of Pentacles now. Okay, so that tells you that you have your Ace of Pentacles. You are that Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you're getting this financial opportunity. It's right here. This magician, this gangster magician with this Two of Cups too. And this Ace of Pentacles twice. I love that, okay? I do, because why? Because Six of Cups, because now people are very nostalgic towards you. Now they're thinking back, like, whoa, look what you've been through, and look, you survived it, and look how cool you are, look how awesome you are, they're saying, wow, you're fucking awesome, dude, you know? Everybody's admiring you now, and you're just like, oh, it was nothing. It was nothing. You could all do it. Maybe they could. Maybe they couldn't, but who knows? You're just going to be humble about it. You're not going to have to be, all mean. People know what they did. And the fact that you don't even care about them and you're laughing them off and you're just sending them on their way, that is what really destroys them. They need you to be like devastated right now over what they did to you. And most people would be devastated. Not the magical gangsters. We don't give a fuck. Because not only do you have an Ace of Pentacles, you got this Ace of Cups here. Yes, you do. Because you are this Nine of Cups. You are this wish come true. All right. You have this Ten of Cups. It's going to build your foundation. All right, you're going to have this Two of Cups on that Ten of Cups. I mean, you have that right here. You can clearly see that you're working towards this Four of Wands, this milestone, this happy home. And you're being seen as the real one, the real gangsta magician, okay? I mean, it's people, they want to act like you were nothing, but you show them who's who here. And it's fine. We don't mind. We're not going to look back to it. We're not going to get mad at people who thought, chose other people, whatever. Now we're the best, okay? Nobody can say nothing to you now. So, whatever. There are gophers. Go get us a fucking coffee now, we tell them. Go get us a fucking coffee. Jerk off, that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them a smack in the mouth, okay? Because, look, the Eight of Wands is here, and that's quickly happening, okay? We never treat our assistant like that. We treat them good. They love us. We take care of them. All right? We give them bonuses and stuff. So, what else? The more fruit baskets, the better, we tell them. So, I mean, they push me out for me, I'm telling you. So what else do we need to know here? I mean, this is looking really good. Nobody wants to work with this person, of course. Things are quickly moving here, Eight of Wands. Somebody has a desire to reconcile. Who has a desire to reconcile with this magician? Okay, so who has a desire to reconcile with this magician, okay? Who does is your King of Cups has that. They're the ones, okay? But they're up and down. That's the thing about this person. They're up and down. Who has a desire to reconcile? This King of Cups, of course. There he is. There he goes, okay? There he goes. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Because look, the Two of Cups is here. They want this desire to reconcile with this Two of Cups. This is what they're looking for, okay? This is the confirmation. This is all you need to know, and this is quickly coming. I mean, cards don't lie, brother. That is the truth, right? Right, George Washington? King of Cups, look. Looks just like George Washington. Look at him. Tell me George Washington, this King of Cups ain't on the $1 bill here. All right, hold on. Yeah, you see him? Look at him, scumbag. Look, that's where did he come from? How did you fucking do it, King of Cups? How did you become the first president of the United States? I want to know. Because we have this Nine of Cups. Because you're being seen as the wish come true to this King of Cups. All right? That's why this Ace of Cups is here. Create that Ten of Cups. Oh, I love it. I love how this read's going. I really do. Even though this King of Cups is up and down, they're up and down. It doesn't matter because you do have a King of Cups. They could be a King of Cups in reverse, but it's like you'll get over it with these person. They don't want to hurt nobody, okay? Because look, they see Nine of Wands, how brave and courageous you are. They said that you took your last stand. They said you're a brave and courageous magical gangster. Yes, they did. You recovered from heartbreak. You handled this well, okay? You did it gracefully. You showed who the real one is, and you made them see very clearly how short-minded, and and that's just why this This Magician in reverse is Three of Swords. They're all heartbroken because you're recovering from heartbreak. In the beginning, we saw this person's heartbroken because their illusions are being shattered. It's causing a tower now. I mean, we saw this at the beginning. I mean, you have to watch these reads through. So, I mean, I know some people just watch it here and there, but that's what tells you the story. I mean, these are always done in a way where it's like they all connect, you know. So, it's hard to pay attention, I know. It's hard to watch a whole video, especially an hour video. I can't do it, so I can't expect other people to do it. But, you know, it is what it is. The message gets to the right people when they need to, and they'll understand it correctly when they need to. So is there anything else we need to know? Okay, other than the fact that this magician is a complete opposite of you, this magician in reverse, that they're the star in reverse. Okay, this is a gangstar magician in reverse. Okay, you're always going to have a fake. There's always going to be a fucking phony. Somebody's going to want to try to replace you. They're going to try to be you. It's just what it is. It just comes with the territory. But, you know, where that sends these people? Because they don't even focus on themselves. They're too worried about what you're doing. It sends them right to the Five of Pentacles. Because you don't focus on them. You only focus on your positive, what's good, what you want to be. You don't worry about what this magician in reverse is, this fraud is. They worry about you. They want to be you. You don't want to be them. And you're too brave anyway. And now this King comes with a desire to reconcile with you. So what else is it we need to know, though? Okay, is that... Look at this. Is that... What else we need to know is that this is going to end with your Two of Cups. There's nowhere else to go with that. We just saw that 3 times. Two of Cups, Two of Cups. There you go. Confirmation. 2 Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups here. And what's going to happen for this gangster, this fake-ass magician in reverse, this fake-ass star in reverse, this wannabe that wanted to be you? What's going to happen for them? I mean, they're all in regret. Nobody wants to work with them. Well, this is what's going to happen. A painful ending, okay? Because they're going down, brother. Okay, they're walking the plank, and they will be eaten by the alligator. Okay, so that's all we have to say about that. And that's it. It's what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay? It's just what it is. We don't make these rules. We don't do anything. We just communicate them. So let's get a little angel numbers. See what the angels have to tell you. That was a good read. Wouldn't you conquer? I liked it. Yeah, I did, actually. So, what else do we need to know? You're the sexiest gangsta magician. You are. This King of Cups loves you, he said. Alright, so let's see. What is this? What do we got here? King of Cups loves the gangsta magician. So, remember, the gangsta magician is not just a person. That is an energy. Okay, that is a frequency. That's not just me. That's an energy. Okay, that's somebody who would be on the same energy. That's the way you gotta look at it, you know. So what else do we need to know here? Angels, what do we got? Okay, so I've seen this last time. 1717. Okay, it's drama alert, but this person's got a painful ending here. So it's not really anything to worry about. Take a few deep breaths. And turn your focus inward. That's what you do. You focus on yourself. You don't focus on what these people focus on. They focus on bullshit. You focus on the real stuff. Okay, rely on your inner strength and trust that you're moving in the right direction. You gotta trust. Why else would you be watching this right now? Think about it if you weren't moving in the right direction. What may seem like a pause in activity is simply a natural part of your journey. Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean it ain't being made, okay? Because a seed grows silently into a tree, doesn't it? You only see it you only see what happens when a tree falls down. You see the noise. You don't see the growth, okay? Because that's what 1515 told me to tell you, okay? Because the big break is coming, so don't worry about it. It says, an exciting opportunity, okay? Look, Ace of Pentacles twice. Support or extra resources are headed your way. Ace of Pentacles fucking twice. Keep moving forward with enthusiasm and enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication will be handsomely rewarded. Yes, it will. Okay, so what else is it we need to know? What do we got here? Angels. Is that we got 0550, which is the eye candy. Of course, your eye candy. We all know that. Take a break to enjoy fresh air or gather with friends for a delightful time. You go to a festival or something and appreciate the natural beauty around you waiting to be discovered. You may soon start an exciting new project or enjoy a charming date. Of course, you're very charming. You're chivalrous. You're the best, okay? Use your charisma to connect with others, and charismatic. Use your charisma to connect with others and create meaningful interactions wherever you go. That's exactly what you do. Why? Because 5555 says so. Okay, because it's all about clarity. You got that mental clarity, Ace of Swords here. Okay, you're not a victim of circumstance. You're no victim. You're a hero. Okay, you are a beneficiary. This is all these attacks benefited you. I told you. Remember? Okay, by embracing and adapting to change. Oh, and hold on. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a beneficiary, enriching your life experience. All you've been through. Now look at this. These people, they never been through nothing. Look at what they created for you. They created this is like the best, okay? Because you know exactly how to appreciate this. Okay, that's the whole reason behind this whole entire thing. It's the whole reason why Eve ate the apple. Just so you can learn to appreciate. Because nobody would ever appreciate anything. They would always just expect it because that's all you ever known. That's all these people ever known, okay? But you know heartbreak. You know what it's like to have nothing. You know. Okay? And you're not a victim. You're a hero. By embracing and adapting to change, which you're always able to do, Two of Pentacles, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Trust that everything is unfolding for the best. You are achieving your goals and everything will work out perfectly in the end. You just got to believe it. Stay in that. Remember, you're the one who brings the fun. You're the sun, so you got to stay positive. You can't be, oh, it's never going to work. It's not going to. What do you think is going to happen? You just got to believe it. Use your imagination. You can make your imagination real. You can. That's what you need to understand. Listen, you're going to be all right, though. You with me, you'll be fine. So what's going to be the crystal of the day? I don't know anymore. Lapis lazuli. That's what we're going to say. Lapis. All about the speech. All about the throat. Okay, pyrite. Pyrite comes out a lot. I gotta start saying that then. Okay, I would have hit it twice already. Okay, pyrite is a powerful stone. Okay, it's for abundance, confidence, protection, mostly for your solar plexus. Pyrite is a powerful protective stone that shields against negativity and restores energetic boundaries. It supports physical vitality, emotional well-being, and attracts abundance, luck, and lasting prosperity. Solar plexus, root, Leo, Aries, Taurus. You know, we got a Peruvian pyrite right here. Right here you go. It looks like a little house, doesn't it? Nice. Nice little piece. Okay, and that's why I am protected, energized, and open to abundant blessings. I am protected, energized, and open to abundant blessings. I'm protected, energized, open to abundant blessings. Yes, you are, because you are the best, and that's why you will always be the winner at the end of this fucking whole fucking abomination, and that's what's going to happen. All right, so I love you guys. Thanks so much. Look, you have your Two of Cups twice. You got two Ace of Pentacles here. I mean, you got a King of Cups that has a desire to reconcile, and you're headed towards this Four of Wands. Is there anything else you want to hear? All right, I'll see you later. I love you. Bye.